Good evening, everybody. It's a new release day. Those days are always fun. Yeah, so we're going to open both of our new releases that came out today. We're going to bust into them, and just one other thing along with it, and that's an autographed football jersey. Excuse me. So our main events tonight will be the case of Cornerstones basketball and then the case of certified football, right? So before we get started ripping into boxes and packs, though, we have a little info to go over. First thing there is about feedback. Because I seem to get asked that a lot, I decided I better just cover it in our little pre-break prep, if you will. And the most important thing there for you to know is just simply that it's automated. So you don't have to wait on me to leave positive feedback for you. Anytime that you post positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. If you ever come across a time where you post it and you don't pretty much instantly see it in return, drop me a message so I can ring up my eBay rep and find out what in the world's going on. But for the most part, it seems to work really well. Second thing on that page, of course, is to say thank you. I appreciate everyone who stops by to watch the break, who chats with me, those of you who bid and break and hang out. So whatever brings you here tonight, I am certainly glad to have you and appreciate you spending part of your Wednesday evening with me. What we're going to take a look at now, if I can get myself to the right page. Yeah, there we go. We're looking at the breaks that are coming up in the days ahead. So I list new things just about every night. They do usually run for about 5 days. So we always have a pretty good little forward-looking calendar to check out. Tomorrow night, we've got an autographed football jersey, a different brand than we're opening tonight. Tomorrow night will be a game day great. And then a full-sized autographed football helmet. We're going to open another case of our Onyx Clubhouse Collection game-used batting gloves. We'll open a half case of Gold Standard football and a second case of certified. Friday is when Immaculate Collegiate football comes out, so we'll bust into a case of that on release night, Friday night. We'll also open an 11th case of Inception and a second case of Cornerstones basketball. Saturday will bring us to an autographed baseball bat, an autographed batting helmet, baseball batting helmet. And we're going to open a half case of Leaf football jerseys. They come out on Friday, but I didn't get this listed until Saturday. So it's an 8-box case. We're going to bust into it, open half the case with 4 autographed jerseys in the one break. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And then also on Saturday night, we will open a case of Optic baseball. Sunday's got loads of memorabilia. It's an autographed mini football helmet and a new product we're going to try out. It's an autographed New Era baseball hat. So like, you know, a ball cap, but autographed. And of course, checklist on that looks really nice. Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, a bunch of our high-end players' possible pulls in there. We will also open an autographed baseball jersey, a 3-peat basketball box, which has in it an autographed jersey, an autographed actual basketball, and an autographed picture. And then we'll open a half case of Allen and Genter baseball. On Monday night, we're going to open some Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. This is a different checklist than the Onyx Preferred Players that came out earlier in the year. This one is the National Edition. So it's a smaller checklist. It's got some big names on it. Acuna, Carlos Correa, Aaron Judge, Ozzie Albies. I mean, there's Joe Adell, you name it, they're in there. I did type out the checklist and add it to the bottom of that. And it's going to be done as a player break. So you're going to be bidding by the player's name on that, not by the team like we normally do. Then we will open the back half of our case of Leaf autographed football jerseys. So we'll do another half case break of that on Monday, a second case of Immaculate Collegiate football, and a third case of certified football. So that's what the days ahead look like for tonight. This is the order that we're breaking in as well. So we're going to start out with a Hit Parade Series 8 autographed football jersey. We'll follow that up with a full case of Cornerstones basketball, and then certified football will follow that. So if you're here for certified, I haven't opened Cornerstones yet, but just kind of based on what I know about the number of cards and whatnot, I would say it's probably going to be somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes to get through Cornerstones, and then we would be starting on certified. That's give or take, 5-10 minutes, something like that. The other thing to note, shipping dates. The free shipping break tonight, which is the jersey, I'm projecting to ship a week from today. I feel like I can probably get that out sooner. But to be on the safe side, I know I have a lot of appointments coming up in the next few days. So to be on the safe side, I've got that projected to ship out on Wednesday. Our paid shipping breaks, cornerstones, and certified are projected to ship on Monday. I'm going to try very hard to get those out to you sooner than that. But again, I've got a lot of stuff coming up this week, so I'm trying to be conservative. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. The next thing you need to know, of course, is consolation cards. That will not apply to certified. Every team's going to pull some cards in certified. The football jersey, since it's a paid shipping break, or a free shipping break, if your team is not the team that pulls the jersey, your consolation card would normally be held to ship with your next package. And I track that stuff for a rolling 90-day period. So let's say, 2 months from now, you do hit something, then I would just look back over the prior 90 days and I would gather up any and all consolation cards you were due from other breaks where you didn't pull something. And that is how they would all be gathered up and then shipped off to you. So that's how that would work. On the paid shipping break, cornerstones, if you happen to get skunked in that, I hope you don't, but if you did, any consolation card or cards you are due would ship with the rest of the break because it's a paid shipping break. So I think that's all of our preamble, and this brings us up to 2018 Hit Parade Series 8 Autograph Football Jersey Break number 4. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight. Wednesday, the 25th of July. We're almost through the month. I can't hardly believe that. And of course, we have team names there on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from it on the right. New spreadsheet will go up before the start of each break, so if you're not in this one, you're going to see your name up there shortly when we do get to your break. Last but not least, I took away autofocus. I manually set the focus. That is why the background went slightly out of focus. But we're still going to be able to see everything, so no worries. All right, so we have got in chat tonight Anthony and Game Time Sports and Greg and Nicholas and Stang Lover and Gina and Game Time Sports. I think you probably typed that question before I put the schedule up a minute ago, so I'm guessing you've seen that by now. If you haven't, let me know. And Greg is asking about Immaculate Collegiate. Well, it's the same as regular Immaculate, except they're in the, collegiate relics and they're in their collegiate garb as opposed to their NFL stuff. So it's awesome for relics. And, if you like regular Immaculate, I would imagine you would like collegiate. And hang on a minute and I'll get to the other questions momentarily. This looks like it's going to be a Rams jersey. Find out if we're right here in a minute. There's a JSA authentication. There is your JSA sticker that matches your card. And it is. It's Marshall Faulk. Haha, that's kind of cool, huh? So that's a nice little hit if you have the Rams tonight. I'm thinking this is probably custom jersey. If I can tell. Yeah, see, there's no NFL tag in it. So it is a custom jersey. When you get this, if you have the Rams, please make sure you find that little piece of paper before you toss everything out, because I'm typically going to fold it right up inside the jersey, and I don't want it to fall out and end up gone forever. If you get all excited and take it out and flip it open, which is what I would do, it would be easy to lose that little piece of paper. So that's why I'm giving you the heads up. Make sure you find it. Be folded up in there. All right. Now, you are asking me, Stang Lover, who are you asking me if it's on the checklist? You've got Matata? Who are you talking about? I'm thinking Hakuna Matata, like the Lion King. Acuna, yeah. Acuna's in the national edition of the Onyx Preferred Players. He's one of many on that checklist. Aaron Judge, Carlos Correa, Joe Adele, Acuna, Ozzie Albies. It's like a 35-player checklist, and a lot of them are our big-name players. We also obviously have some up-and-coming prospects and things in there, too, but they are all listed by player name. They're not listed by team on that break. All right. So, Gina, you're funny. And Jay Frank is here, and T. Cassidy is here, and... oh, you're saying Acuna Matata. I get it. I get it. I'm a little slow. I was at least on the right track. I just was thinking Lion King, Hakuna Matata. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, all right. I'm slow. I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed. It took me a minute or maybe 5, but anyway, we're all on the right page now. Okay, we are getting ready to open some Cornerstones basketball. Before we do that, you probably saw this a minute ago, but people do jump in and out a lot. So in case you did not see it a minute ago, please check out what you do see there. Gives you an estimated or projected shipping date for Cornerstones of Monday the 30th. If I can get it out sooner, I will. And again, consolation cards with Cornerstones would ship with the rest of the break if you need one, because it's a paid shipping break. So this is 12 boxes of 2017-18 Cornerstones basketball. It is a full case break. It's break number 1. Just came out today. I'm excited about getting into it. And it looks to be like a really nice product. So, of course, same format here for our spreadsheet where we have our team names there on the left and our winning bidder names, or user IDs rather, of our winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. Katie, we are starting Cornerstones right now, so you are just perfect with your timing. How about that? Boy, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just going to call you Equine. That's not it at all. But I can't say your username. It will be right after Cornerstones. If you guys didn't see the intro there with all of our information about the break tonight, Certified will be right after we finish Cornerstones. And Cornerstones really shouldn't take us an extraordinary amount of time, but it's my first time opening it. So, I'm having to just kind of guess how long I think it would take. And I'm guessing probably somewhere around 30 minutes, because I'm assuming, like many of our other basketball products of recent days, that we'll have, some redemptions and things to deal with. So, Stang Lover is looking for the Grizzlies and the T-Wolves. Oh, and he's being kind of specific. Wiggins, Cat, etc. All right, so we definitely have it out in the universe for Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. And then etc., I guess, can be anybody on the Grizzlies. How about that? That's how we'll work that. Gina, you were asking about the checklist for Certified. I did not look for it, but it should be on the Panini website. But I will tell you this. Some of the services, maybe they haven't had time to break the checklist down yet. I know a lot of you, myself included at times, will go to like groupbreakchecklist.com or breakninja.com or something like that, and they will usually take the manufacturer's checklist and they'll break the hits down by team, so you can just see like who all the Pistons are or who all the, Lakers are or whatever you're looking for. So I don't know how quickly those services normally break that stuff down, but I do know that you should be able to find the full checklist on the Panini website. Might take you a little longer to plow through it, but you should be able to find it on there. We can check that out after we finish up with Cornerstones. I can run over to the Panini website and bring you along with, and we'll see if it's up there or not. Katie's looking for some Pelicans. Trying to get Nola in the house. Nicholas says that Cardboard Connections has the full checklist already up. Stang Lover, you're like me, Stang Lover. I use groupbreakchecklist.com myself when I go. I mean, I have tried some of the others, but I think the best layout is groupbreakchecklist.com, at least for my taste. I mean, everybody's looking for something different, I guess, but anyway. Bobby, you said which website was what? I don't know which website you mean. Anthony Williams is looking for some Blazers. The Blazers. And Katie, oh yeah, you did. That's right. You had been. I forgot you were trying to get Nola in Spectra. Well, we got you hooked up tonight. We're gonna pull you something hopefully here in Cornerstones that'll be nice. Oh, Ninja. I think it's just called Break Ninja, isn't it? I think so. You'd have to Google it. but I'm pretty sure it's just called Break Ninja. But like I said, my default is usually going to be group break checklist if I'm looking for a team-by-team breakdown. But honestly, I very seldom go look for them. Because, sometimes I do. Depends on the product, but a lot of times I don't because, well, honestly, I've opened so much stuff that really, most of the time, I don't have to, so. All right, Unbreakables, Al Horford for the Celtics, and that appears to just be an unnumbered insert. I'm going through this right along with it with you, looking at these for the first time, so we'll be a little bit slower in the start, and of course it speeds up usually as we go along. Then we have Marcus Smart. That's numbered to 165 for the Celtics. Numbered to 25 is Denzel Valentine for the Bulls. Josh Hart and the Lakers. Oh, that's a nice looking patch. And it is numbered to 10. I started to say 11. I don't know why I thought that said 11. Oh boy. I was going to say I need to get my eyes checked, but we all know that wouldn't do any good. Thank you, botched eye surgery. Then we have Ike for the Pacers. Pillars of Power, numbered to 159. So we have an autograph and a relic and a redemption. Told you we'd find redemptions. I knew we would. And you know me. I'm cruel and mean. Unusual punishment. We're leaving it upside down until we get to the end of the break. Holding you in suspense. Unbreakables. I guess we're going to find one of these per pack, it would seem. This one is Alonzo Mourning for the Heat. And then we have to 165 Will Barton and the Nuggets. Followed by Jokic to 89 for the Nuggets. Here's Pascal for the Raptors. And that's... is that numbered? I guess that's not numbered because I don't see a number on that one. Looks like a Pacer is coming up behind that. It is Lance Stevenson, numbered to 75. Pillars of Power. And then we have Steven Jackson for the Warriors. Hey, and it's a cornerstone. Woohoo! Numbered to 129. And it is an on-card autograph. So, of course, this is the card I was trying to reference the other night when I said it was in another product. I couldn't remember the name of the product, despite the fact that I have a box of it sitting right there. And that is Grand Reserve. We had the cornerstones show up in Grand Reserve last year. They didn't make Grand Reserve last year, but, of course, now gave cornerstones its whole product, a whole new product. Jason Tatum. Startups for the Celtics. Then we have numbered to 165 Trevor Ariza for the Rockets. For the Timberwolves, numbered to 89, that is Karl Anthony Towns. For the Clippers, it's Sindarius Thornwell. A little rookie relic action for the Clippers. Larry Nance Jr. for the Cavaliers. Larry Nance Jr. is numbered to 49. Cavaliers coming out again right behind it. Kevin Love, who just signed a monstrous contract, considering. He's numbered to 25, and that's an on-card autograph and 4 really, actually very nice relics. So the Cavaliers with your... oh, gosh, what did he just sign? It was like a $120 million contract. Is that right? A 4-year, $120 million? Or was it $140 million? I don't know. It was 100 and a lot of million. Like a winning the lottery kind of thing. Yes, Stang Lover. Vertex also used cornerstones. The Cornerstone card was first found in Grand Reserve 2016-17. Then they took just the Cornerstone part of it and carried that over to Vertex into football. And then, of course, now here in its own product called Cornerstones in basketball this year. For the T-Wolves, it is Kevin Garnett on an Unbreakables insert. Here's Jamal Murray. That is numbered to 165 for the Nuggets. Kristaps Porzingis to 25 for the Knicks. Nola, and it's Anthony Davis. Okay, it's not signed, but it's still pretty cool. I like the card set. It's fractured. It's a nice looking card, and you've got a nice little AD relic there headed your way, Katie. And look at this. Cavaliers cleaning up. Here's Zizic, and that is numbered to 49 for the Cavaliers. A second redemption lurking in behind. Why do I keep grabbing the wrong sleeve? Probably because I keep stacking them in the wrong place. That would do it, wouldn't it? More than likely, it would. Bobby says Kevin Love robbed the Cavaliers without using a mask. Well, he did get a healthy contract. I'm going to grant you that. This is a startups insert for the Bucks. It's Malcolm Brogdon. Then we have Jonas Valanciunas, numbered to 165 for the Raptors. Following that, numbered to 89, is Ryan Anderson and the Rockets. The Warriors are on the board with Klay Thompson. Also a relic on the fractured card set. Marvin Williams, Pillars of Power. How about that? Marvin Williams to 49 for the Charlotte Hornets. And the Suns are about to be happy. Yes, you are. It's Josh Jackson, Cornerstones. Numbered to 199. Of course, your quad relics, your on-card autograph, and a nice little hit there for the Phoenix Suns with Josh Jackson. Yeah, Katie says just pull an Anthony Davis autograph to go with her Anthony Davis relic. Well, I would love to. I think that would be excellent. An excellent choice. Here's a startup for the Lakers with Kyle Kuzma. Numbered to 165, Willie Cauley-Stein, Sacramento Kings. Gallinari, numbered to 49 for the Clippers. The Raptors with Sergey. That seems to be unnumbered. Whoops, why did I just lay him over there? He's unnumbered, so I didn't put him in a sleeve. What? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay, this is Sharif Abdur-Rahim. And this is a throwback for the Grizzlies. Numbered to 159. So, Stang Lover, I think this qualifies as your etc. in the request for the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves, okay? So, there is an etc. for you. How about that? The Rockets with Trevor Ariza, Cornerstone, number 275. Cornerstones cards, of course, all are going to have the quad relics. They should, I believe, all be on-card autographs. And I like that particular card. That's one of the reasons I liked Grand Reserve last year, is because I liked that card design, which they rolled it out in Grand Reserve. Al Jefferson and the Pacers. Unbreakables was the insert. To 165, it's Danny Green and the Spurs. Then we have a franchise foundation Valanciunas for the Raptors. That was to 99? To 89. Sorry, to 89. The Suns hit with Davon. Why do I can't say his name? Davon Reed. I don't think that's right still yet. And I've heard his name said a whole bunch, and I always want to say Davin, and that's wrong, and Davin and Devin, and I don't know. So, Reed for the Suns. How about that? Franchise foundations, we're really traveling back in time. This one for the Spurs to 99. Vinny Del Negro. Bernard King coming out for the Knicks as we continue our travel through time. That is numbered to 129. Cornerstones. You're saying, Stang Lover says he wants more of Karl Anthony Towns and Wiggins. So you didn't like your etc. for the Grizzlies? Is that what you're saying, Stang Lover? You didn't like your autograph hit for the Grizzlies? David Robinson, Unbreakables for the Spurs. Tim Hardaway Jr. to 169 for the Knicks. 165, sorry, 165. Used to saying everything ending in 9. To 49, it's Isaiah Thomas and the Lakers. Charlotte Hornets, Malik Monk relic. Here comes a franchise foundation for the Wizards. Antoine Jameson. Antoine is numbered to 159. I see a rookie coming up. For the Pacers, that would be TJ Leaf. It's numbered to 75. You got a real nice 3-color patch in the upper right-hand corner there. So Pacers with a nice little TJ Leaf. And look at this. Yeah, baby. This was last year in, oh, good grief. What was, oh, these crappy sleeves again. What was the name of the product? I can see the front of the box. I can't remember the name of the product. A skinny little box. Anyway, this was a case hit, and it was in a product last year that they don't make anymore, so they moved it into here. It is from downtown. It's Markelle Fultz and the 76ers. Those are cool inserts. Last year, those ended up being worth some money out of the product whose name I cannot remember. So anyway, from downtown, nice insert case hit. To 165, it's LeBron James and the Cavaliers. To 10, we have Nicholas Batum and the Hornets. The Jazz, Tony Bradley, relic. Studios, yeah. Thank you, Katie. That's exactly what it was. It was studio basketball that they made last year, only for 1 year. It also was kind of a cool product, but the from downtown insert was everybody's favorite part, I think. So at least they carried that over. Lauri Markkanen for the Bulls. I'm liking this. To 159, Chicago Bulls. Nice Lauri Markkanen rookie hit for you there. The Bucks hit with Sterling Brown, numbered to 75. With another nice cornerstones card here. Got 2 left, and then we've got redemptions to flip over, so don't forget about that. We might not necessarily be going home empty-handed, even if you think you don't have anything. Not till we look at those, anyway. Alonzo Mourning, Unbreakables for the Heat. For the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers, to 165, it's Ben Simmons. Numbered to 89, it's James Harden and the Rockets. Clippers hit again, Juwan Evans relic. Behind that, I see another franchise foundation, and this one is for the Warriors. It is Nate Thurmond. Nate is numbered to 49, so not a whole lot of him floating around out there. Here comes another etc. for Stang Lover. It's Mike Conley and the Grizzlies, numbered to 75. Nice 3-color patch lower left there. And of course, the Cornerstones cards are just cool, kind of no matter how you cut it. They just are. Even if the relics are not, oh, we had 3 left. Even if the relics are all one color, I still like the Cornerstones cards. I think they're cool. Startups Chris Dunn, and this one's all curved up. Can you tell that? Can you see that? Like it's got a massive curvature to it from the coating they have on it, like worse than any I've seen in a while. But anyway, it's Startups Chris Dunn for the Bulls, and it is definitely got a little curving action happening there. Stanley Johnson to 165 for the Detroit Pistons. Bradley Beal and the Wizards. Bradley Beal is numbered to 89. We have a relic for Jordan Bell and the Golden State Warriors. Celtics coming up. And you know I don't say his name right. Gershon something. Numbered to 49 for the Celtics. And we have ourselves a 3rd redemption. So we have a little collection of redemptions going again tonight. Similar to what we have had in Spectra. Little collections of them going. Startups Bam Adebayo for the Heat. This one also with a fair amount of curvature to it. And then we have to 165, Paul Gasol and the Spurs. The Milwaukee Bucks to 49 with Thon Maker. We haven't seen much of him lately, have we? And then Wesley Iwundu for the Magic with a relic. The Warriors just keep coming out of this break quite readily. And here they are again, Purvis Short. That's a way back, and it is numbered to 49 for the Warriors. Stang Lover's starting his chant for Karl Anthony Towns because he's hoping that he's one of these 4 redemptions that we have to check out here in a hot second. So, you know how this is going to work, right? I'm going to flip these over in a second, and we'll see who's on each one, and then we'll go together to the Panini website, pull up the checklist, and verify the teams for everyone and find out what these are going to be numbered to. So first out, it is Bogdanovic, rookie cornerstones. That will be the Kings. And I guess we'll find out when we get there what it's going to be numbered to. Second out, oh wow, Kevin Durant cornerstones. Dang, like I said, the Warriors were having a nice break. Yeah, it just went from nice to excellent. Yeah. So the Warriors just turned the corner to an excellent break. And then we have Malik Monk for the Hornets, rookie cornerstones. One left. And it is... oh, Tadosic. He comes out every time, doesn't he? Like every time he comes out. He's a Clipper, isn't he? Is that right? Is he a Clipper? I better wait to write that on there. I always want to blank on who he is, but I think he's a Clipper. Okay, so you know what's happening right now. We're going together to hit that Panini website and check out our checklist and see what we've got going here. And we're getting there. Slow going, but we get there eventually. So we're going to go to rookie cornerstones first because I think we have 3 from there. So we're going to hit that one first. And card number 185 is Bogdanovic should be for the Kings. Let's find him on here. Yes, and numbered to 199. So let me add that part. Next up, we'll be looking for Malik Monk in the Hornets. He's card number 161. He will also be numbered to 199. Third up, we're coming to Tadosic, who I think is a Clipper. That's what I hope, because that's what I wrote on there. He's card number 172. He is also to 199. Now, our handsome little Kevin Durant. Just plain cornerstones is where we will find him. And he should be, I think it said card number 38. So if you're the Warriors, wow, you've had an excellent break here tonight. Kevin Durant will be numbered to 49 for the Warriors. All right, let's flip back over to the main page. Actually, you know what? While we're here, you guys wanted to know, somebody wanted to know about the checklist, if the checklist was on here for certified. So let's just find that out real quick while we're here, and we can answer that question. I mean, it should be right in here, I believe, as far as I know. Certified. Yeah, so it's on there. So whoever was asking for it, right there it is. And then, of course, you just have to select whatever card set you wanted to look at. There's lots of options. But the full checklist for certified is, in fact, on the Panini website. You know, I thought that it would be, but you never know. Sometimes they do weird things. Okay, so to recap, we had a nice little case hit, Markelle Fultz for the 76ers with the From Downtown insert. Our redemptions are Kevin Durant and the Warriors to 49. For the Sacramento Kings, it's Bogdanovic to 199. Hornets to 199 for Malik Monk. The Clippers to 199 for Tadosic. And you know what? I'm going to check something. Hang on just 1 second. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, and I will be right back to the recap. I just want to pull one little quick thing up here and check it. It'll take a second. Actually, it'll probably take a minute. 8, back down to here. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to see if, yeah, okay. So there aren't any cornerstones that are lower than 49. I just wondered if there was a lower one for Kevin Durant or if that was like the cream of the crop. And it looks like it is the cream of the crop. So for what that's worth, at least out of that card set. All right, it is Warriors again with Purvis short and then Wesley Awundu for the Magic. We have Gershon for the Celtics, Jordan Bell for the Warriors, Mike Conley for the Grizzlies, Nate Thurmond for the Warriors, Jawan Evans, Clippers, Sterling Brown for the Bucks. Let me get these all tucked safely away over here on their breaking mat, or sorting mat, I should say, which is really the same as the breaking mats, except I trade them out because I get tired of looking at some, so then I swap them and put them into sorting and put the sorting into breaking. TJ Leaf for the Pacers, Bernard King and the Knicks, Trevor Ariza and the Rockets, Josh Jackson for the Suns, AD, Anthony Davis for NOLA, the Lakers hit with Josh Hart. And the Jazz are not going home empty-handed. They have Tony Bradley, Malik Monk and the Hornets, Davin Reed and the Suns, a little Klay Thompson for the Warriors, Kevin Love and the Cavs, Larry Nance and the Cavs, Lance Stevenson for the Pacers, Pascal for the Raptors, Ike for the Pacers. We have one more little set to look at here. And there's the nice Markkanen for the Bulls, Jameson for the Wizards, Del Negro for the Spurs, Raheem for the Grizzlies, Sergey for the Raptors, Marvin Williams, Hornets, Zizic for the Cavaliers, for the Clippers, Sendarius Thornwell, and Steven Jackson for the Warriors. So that is case number 1 of Cornerstones. Of course, we've got more of that coming up in the days ahead. We've got, I don't know, a handful of cases of Cornerstones that we'll bust into along the way. So that has got basketball all wrapped up for tonight. I know many of you are going to take off after that. So for those of you who are hitting the pavement, once again, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. And if you're not ready to leave yet, hey, you can hang out and watch Certified because we should find some awesome stuff in here too. So once again, if you didn't see this earlier, I am projecting for Certified, which is what we're getting ready to open, that it will ship out on Monday. I'm going to try very hard to get it out to you sooner than that, but I know that I have several appointments this week and things that are going to keep me more tied up than normal. So to be on the safe side, I'm projecting Monday. And if I can get it to you sooner than that, of course I will. Consolation cards are not really going to come into play here for Certified. There's enough cards in this break that every team will pull at least some cards. So this will be a 12-box case of 2018 Certified Football. And of course it came out today, the 25th of July. It ended tonight on eBay. We're live streaming it tonight, all the same day. So that's usually how we rock and roll around here. We usually break them the same night they end on eBay. And most of the time I start breaking them the night they come out. Every once in a while we bump it to the next night if I've got a lot going on. But for the most part, we try to keep it pretty squared up there. And this is going to take a minute to get all this out of here, so bear with me. This is a big, giant box to really a lot of wasted space in here, I expect, but that's how they do it. They put them in. There's not a lot of cards in each box, comparatively speaking, but the boxes are huge for some reason. And if you don't know this already about Certified, Tom Brady autographs are live in here, so that's going to make some people happy. When those start showing up, as Tom finally showed up, I guess, and signed all kinds of cards that they've been waiting to get him to sign for a while. He finally came in and got them all signed. So they took advantage of the fact that he was there and got him to sign a bunch of stuff, and now here he is coming out for us in certified live in the product. And we are looking for 4 hits per box in certified. It can be autographs or memorabilia. So it's one of those either or things. And of course, there's always the possibility that one of our hits gets replaced by a Panini rewards point card. If that happens, we'll of course use random.org at the end of the break to award any of those if we happen to come across them. And of course, you know, if we find any kind of, this is kind of bugging me, if we find any redemptions in there, then we're going to do the same thing that we did with Cornerstones basketball, i.e. we'll leave them upside down, flip them all over at the end of the break, and then we would go to the checklist and verify them. So that's how things are going to roll here with certified. All right, so Jets and Dolphins, Bucks and Titans and Raiders are all being floated out in the mojo ether, if you will, to try to conjure up some hits for them tonight in this product. Meanwhile, Greg is trying to pick a fight with somebody there in chat, calling Tom Brady a bum. So if you're the Patriots fan, I think Greg's trying to pick a fight with you. I'm just saying. I'm stirring it up, I know. Oh, and Nicholas, right. Nicholas, you got my Steelers. My Pittsburgh Steelers. We signed Eli Rogers again today. I was happy about that, Nicholas. Of course, you know, he got injured last year. His production was down a little bit, too, with the arrival of Juju. But I've always liked Eli Rogers, and I think he's a nice, reliable third or fourth option. And I was happy to see that we signed him again. He had been a free agent, of course, so that made me happy. You guys are going back and forth between Raiders and Steelers. All right, so our base cards, we're kind of just going to bust a move right on through most of our base cards because, you know, there's a decent number of them. We'll stop and look at things that are hits, like this nice Darius Geist to 10, and things that are lower numbered and stuff like that. That, however, is a good way to start a break. Darius Geist to 10 for the Redskins. The Redskins are officially happy. And, of course, we're going to find a lot of these gold team inserts in there. Should find a bunch of those as we roll along through certified. This is numbered to 999. Anytime you see it like that with those high numbers, I'm just going to, again, buzz right through. We're not going to say 999 every time, but when they're lower numbered, we'll look a little closer. Numbered to 499 on Immortals, so same as when they're high numbers, we'll kind of roll on. Certified Champions for the Ravens. And some kind of kid reporter thing. If anybody wants any of those things for kid reporter codes, feel free to write one down when you see it go by. Jay Ajayi, that's numbered to 225 for the Eagles. Because usually I just use those kid reporter things. I use them to, you know, serve as card protection sometimes when I'm shipping stuff. Oh, Benrud Outdoors, you lost the Vikings at the last second. Oh, man, but you got the Rams? Okay, well, then we'll try to mojo you some Rams. Mason Rudolph for the Steelers with a little new generation relic there. So at least, Nicholas, we've got you headed in the right direction with a hit, anyway, headed your way so far. Jalen Ramsey, number 2, 499. Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo, making people happy. If you're the 49ers anyway. Another high number, 999. Hey, that's a nice looking patch. That's numbered to 499. It's Doris Fountain and the Colts. So that's 3 of our 4 hits. There's another one of our gold team. That one was Aaron Rodgers. Todd Gurley, who just signed himself a massive contract extension, numbered to 499 for the Rams. And another, we're going to find a ton of those kid reporters. They're kind of everywhere. Cowboys. Oh, that one's to 25 though. Randy White is. Well, we'll try to find you some Raiders autograph cards, my friend. We will definitely do our best to conjure up some Raiders for you. It's all about the luck of the draw, of course, but we'll try our best to find something working for you. Steelers and Antonio Brown, little AB relic, numbered 399. Antonio showed up today for the start of training camp in a helicopter. Normally, he shows up in some kind of like really expensive vintage car or something. That's to $9.99, I believe that said. But he elected for a helicopter this year. A little change pace there from Antonio. Yeah, I don't know why these boxes are so large. I guess because they're expecting them to be on display in a card shop. So I guess you wouldn't want it to be a little small box for something like that, but yet they seem bigger than they were last year. I guess it's not. It's probably the same size box, but it seems like a bigger box this year, for sure. Nicholas, you said those were just teasers, huh? Your Antonio Brown and your Mason Rudolph. We're just kind of getting the blood flowing for you. Hoping that it's leading to more Steelers hits, huh? Well, they're usually pretty well represented and certified. Actually, most teams are pretty well represented and certified as a whole. It's usually got a pretty good checklist. Jay Frank looking for Saquon Barkley. We're going to see if... Oh, I'd love to pull that for you, man. That would make me happy if we can make that happen. T.Y. Hilton is completely trying to stick there to Michael Thomas, who was again to 499. Tyler Lockett and the Seahawks to 99. First hit out of box number 2. The Green Bay Packers Immortals, Jim Taylor. I think that was to $9.99. There's a little Dak Prescott, first in the series, number 1 of 99 for the Cowboys. Got to get those boys on the board, I guess. I think we had already looked through those, but then where I had them setting, I wasn't 100% sure, so that's what I figured I'd rather look again and make sure we don't miss anything. Tremaine Edmonds for the Bills. Tremaine is to 499. And Luke Falk, numbered to 225 for the Titans. Here's another gold team. There's Saquon Barkley in a gold team, anyway. That's a nice little insert. Oh, Rick, you have the Patriots tonight. Yeah, so you're after the Tom Brady for sure. And of course, yeah, Sony Michel would also be a nice hit for the Patriots. Again, those ones that are to $9.99 and $4.99, guys, I'm not going to keep reading out the numbers unless you just want me to. They're so high numbered, I don't think anybody's really too carried away about them. Numbered to 99 is Leighton Vander Esch and the Cowboys. Sam Darnold and the Jets to 399 with some new generation fabric. And the Raiders, certified champions. Michael Gallup, numbered to 349. Relic and autograph for the Cowboys. Still seems weird to see Kirk Cousins as a Viking, doesn't it? It's going to take a while to get used to that, I think. Here comes another Jay Ajayi. He is stuck to David Johnson, not wanting to let go. Numbered to 225, and there's our David Johnson certified seal of approval. Oh, Steve Grogan. Oh, that's cool. I think that's awesome. Patriots to 50. And, like, when's the last time you pulled a Steve Grogan autograph out of anything? I think that's cool. So, I don't know if our Patriots team owner thinks that's cool or not, but I do. And there's a gold team Sam Darnold for the Jets. I like finding a lot of the Hall of Fame guys and veteran guys, especially if they're not ones that come out all the time. Because, you know, there's some that just seems like they're not that hard to pull because they're in a lot of different products or whatever. Then there's others, like Steve Grogan. Like, you don't pull that much of Steve Grogan. And if you're a Patriots fan, you probably like Steve Grogan. I think it's cool. But a lot of it, too, I think, depends on if you're collecting for yourself or if you're buying to resell. Of course, if you're buying to resell, you're just after the hot rookies and the high dollar, highest to the high dollar kind of cards. If you're collecting for yourself, you're probably more likely to think a hit like that's pretty cool. Let's just look at this Michael Strahan because he's right there on top and he's numbered to 50. Even though we've got other stuff to take out, I saw him sitting there low numbered. Thought it was easier just to grab him. Okay. We're off to the races. Golden Tate for the Lions. Why do these always want to be stuck to the one below them? I don't know. Another certified champions for the Ravens. Immortals. Kenyon Drake. Why is Kenyon Drake turned around? I don't know. I guess the whole pack got turned around somehow. So, that's weird. I guess I did that somewhere along the way. Malik Jefferson is numbered to 225 for the Bengals. Little Matt Stafford, kid reporter again. James Washington for the Steelers. Oh, that is a nice relic, Nicholas. That's numbered to 50. That looks like part of a number on there. Maybe part of a letter, but probably part of a number. So you've gotten an Antonio Brown relic and a Mason Rudolph relic and a James Washington relic so far. So you're hanging in there, Nicholas. You're hanging in tonight. You are looking for a Cooper or an Amari Cooper or a Derek Carr autograph. All right, well, let's see what we can do. To 499, and then there's a gold team Alvin Kamara. I would love to pull that for you, man. So if it's hiding in here somewhere, we'll try to bring it out and head it your way if it's in here. Kerryon Johnson, rookie roll call. That is numbered to 75 for the Lions. Here's a Raider. And it is Colton Miller, numbered to what? $4.99. Okay, well, I thought since he was backwards, maybe he'd be lower numbered. There's Michael Strahan gold team. But at least we're headed in the right direction. At least we've got some numbered Raiders. Maybe they're going to lead us to some Raiders autographs for you, hopefully. Numbered to 99, it's Kareem Hunt, Kansas City Chiefs. The biscuit for the Bears, Mitch Trubisky, numbered to 99. Well, those kid reporters they're a menace, I tell you. Christian Kirk for the Cardinals, nice, to 75. I love the relics we get in certified. So, Cardinals, I think that's a pretty cool little hit right there. If Christian Kirk turns out to be good, that'll be a very nice hit. I mean, I think he's going to be good, but you never know until they actually make the roster, put on the uniform, and hit the field for the first game. You never know, but I think his skills will translate well. Always kind of have a few, I think we probably all do. There's always kind of a few every year that you kind of have in the back of your mind, like you think that one's going to go a little better than maybe what the talking heads are projecting. And then I always have in the back of my mind a few more that I think, they might not be quite as good as the talking heads think they're going to be. So, always fun trying to figure out the boom or bust until we actually figure it out when the season starts, or the preseason in some cases. Or the unfortunate cases where they get cut before they even make the roster. But fortunately, that doesn't happen too often. That poor guy at the Vikings, he's one I remember, Moritz Boringer. He didn't make the team in 16. He was on the practice squad. Or was it 15? I think it was 16. And then the next year, he couldn't make the team again, and he was still on the practice squad, and I don't really know where he is now. Might still be on the Vikings practice squad. I don't know. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Oh, nice. That is Certified Gamers, and that's a pretty sweet little patch now, isn't it? So if you are the Cowboys, you have a Dak Prescott numbered to 5 headed your way with a pretty awesome little piece of material on there for you. Randall Cobb and the Green Bay Packers. I love Randall Cobb. You guys know he's one of my favorites. And Randall, if I can get Randall in the sleeve, is numbered 250. Little AJ Green seal of approval. And for the Saints, Michael Thomas to 225. There's a gold team Bradley Chubb. And Chase Edmonds, oops, that was a $9.99. We don't need to read out those $9.99s, do we? Freshman fabric Jaleel Scott, autograph and relic for the Ravens to $499. Barely got a second color in there. Got that little piece of a gold seam over there on the right-hand side. So you barely eked out a second color. Oh, you're watching, Nicholas, you're watching it on your tablet, and you said it's, oh, the connection is not great at work. Yeah, I know that feeling. This is numbered to $499 for the Titans. Yeah, it depends on so many factors. And honestly, I can say my tablet probably doesn't stream as well as some of my other devices. Of course, my tablet's older, too. I need to replace it. I keep saying that. Eventually, I'm going to, but I haven't yet. Cowboys are hitting again. Oh, look at that. And it's an autograph this time. Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott to 10. You've got your nice relic over there to 5 with Dak Prescott. And now you have an Ezekiel Elliott relic and signature to 10. So the Cowboys are winning the night at the moment. And there's a gold team, Aaron Rodgers. But we got a long ways to go. So a long ways to go before we know how the rest of it's going to turn out. This we have to set aside. We've got 2 different teams on there, as you can see. We have the Redskins and the Buccaneers. So we're going to set it over there. We'll probably find some more like it, and then we'll use random.org at the end of the night to award it. Here's a second Christian Kirk hit for the Cardinals. This one a relic. And here's an Immortals to 400. Is that to $4.99? No, that's to $9.99 for the Steelers. Antonio Gates and the Chargers, numbered to 10. Oh, Florida State. You're right. I just glanced at that. And said Redskins. My goodness, you are quite right. That is the Seminoles logo for FSU. Sorry. sorry. That's my bad, man. I might have noticed that at some point, but then again, it probably would have been after we had gone to random, or about the time we were going to random. I did that the other night with something I had seen one out of the series, and it was 2 different teams. So I thought every card in the series would have 2 different teams, so I wasn't really paying attention to what teams were on them. I just was sitting them in a pile. So we did random to decide, which of the 2 teams would get it. Usually it's either left or right. In this case, it was the primary image or the secondary image. So then after we did random and I started looking at them, I realized it was literally only the one I had noticed and set aside first and was on the top that was 2 different teams. All the others were 2 different players for the same team. It's like, oh well, I would have had to go into random anyway for the one, but still. Yeah, so that, of course, the Seminoles logo on that. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for catching that, Jay. You guys know every once in a while I get my head pointed in the wrong direction. That's definitely one of those times. But see, that's why I like you all in chat, making sure that something strange goes by. You jump in there and tell me. Fortunately, I don't do that too often, but every once in a while. That is numbered to 99 with the Odell Beckham Jr. I'm sorry, that is numbered to 50 with Odell Beckham Jr. This is numbered to 999, the Immortals. Can't see my numbers tonight. Guess you figured that out. A little Dalvin Cook. We've got a whole bunch more upside down. Let's just pick them all up and get them sorted out properly. Know why some of them keep wanting to be upside down. Kyle Lauletta is coming up for the Giants. I was really hoping that was going to be signed, but still, nice little Kyle Lauletta relic. There's a Zeke certified seal of approval. LeGarrette Blount as a Lion to 99. Carson Wentz, clutch performers. For the Eagles, Carson Wentz is numbered to 99. Dante Jackson to 225. Joe Theismann, $4.99, I believe that said. That was Michael Irvin that went by. Jarvis Landry, $4.99. A gold team Aaron Rodgers. We've seen a bunch of gold team Aaron Rodgers, haven't we? Feels like we have. Okay. Kalen Balaj, either Balaj or Balaj. I don't really know which one it is, but Kalen to 499 with a nice patch and an autograph for the Dolphins. We do know that part. Don't know how he says his name, but we definitely know where he plays. Sean Lee and the Cowboys to 225. Jamon Moore for the Green Bay Packers to 75, rookie roll call. And then a little Juju Smith-Schuster base card finishes up that box. All right, let's see what we've got left here so that we've got 3 there. We can turn them all and they all fit this way now. 6, this guy makes 7. So after we get this box that I'm opening now, after we look through it, we will be at the official halfway point of this case number 1 of Certified. Cameron is giving Kalen the Lazy Signature Award. Oh, there'll be some worse than that, I imagine, Cameron. At least he makes an attempt. He makes little wavy lines that are to represent the rest of his name. And he does make the K and the B. I think just about the worst I've ever seen is Kenny Stills. And he literally just makes a K and a straight line and an S and a straight line. It's, you know, Kenny Stills is the worst. But you know it's that way every year. Some of them will have really awesome, cool signatures, and then others are not as much. Or you might have been talking about Jamon Moore, because his signature is also pretty much just a J and a little squiggly line. I don't even think we got anything representing his last name. Oh, you were talking about Jamon Moore. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. His is definitely a little less formed even than Kalen's. You know, I don't remember what Jair Alexander's looks like. I think we pulled him in something, didn't we? Pull Jair Alexander out of something? I think we did, but I don't remember what his signature looks like. So maybe we didn't. Harold Landry to 99. But I thought we had. I don't know. For the Patriots, it is Duke Dawson to 499. But there's always some every year that you're just like, oh my gosh. Lorenzo Carter for the New York Giants, certified potential, numbered to 75. So the Giants, you're on the board there with Lorenzo Carter autograph, but I know that it is a Barkley autograph that you really want. Calais Campbell, certified gamers to 299 for the Jags. He says he's worse than Royce Freeman because at least Royce Freeman tries to make an F. Here's Jamon Moore again. This is numbered to 349 for the Packers, and we can, yeah, get even a better look at that kind of sad little signature there, which is really, yeah, truly just a J and sort of the apostrophe, and that's kind of about it. There's not much else happening there with Jamon Moore's autograph. And a gold team, Tom Brady. Here is Michael Gallup, numbered to 299, Cowboys. Yeah, Greg, I mean, these guys get paid. Some of them get paid a lot of money to sign their names. But that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean they're going to do a good job on it. A little Jimmy G gold team. Which, I mean, frankly, if I had to sign a whole bunch of stuff, I probably wouldn't be any better. I mean, back when I used to be a sales manager and I had to sign a lot of stuff, my signature got super lazy. I will absolutely admit it. I mean, it's a little better than some of what we've seen here, but it certainly was nothing like my signature was, you know, before I signed a lot of stuff all the time. Because you just get in a hurry. Uh-oh, we've got something happening here. Well, let's look at Melvin Gordon because he was in my hand to $4.99. Well, let's see what we've got happening here. A gold team Tom Brady to 10. You can barely kind of see it the way the light's off of it, but it's right over there in the corner. And this is number 1 of 10, and this is a lot thicker, of course, than anything else we've seen. And you can also see right there on that edge, you've got a little imperfection. You kind of see it right there on that top edge where the paper's just ever so slightly bent down. You don't even notice it too much from the front. You can kind of, it's right in there. But you definitely can see it when you look at that edge. But anyway, it's a minor issue, but if I see those sorts of things, I point them out as we go along. Sometimes I don't catch them until later when I'm sorting and sleeving and top loading stuff, but if I do catch it live, I try to let you know. Khalil Mack and the Raiders. I think we're just in another section of regular cards that happen to be facing backwards, and we were. Here is Derek Carr to 225. Not autographed, but at least, again, we've got you headed in the right direction. We've got your team. We're pulling you some numbered stuff. We're trying to get the mojo fired up for the Raiders. The best autograph you've seen is Raleigh Fingers or Ken Griffey Jr. Who was it last year, guys? A lot of you break with me all the time, and you will remember this, and I'm forgetting the kid's name. There was a kid last year who just had a beautiful autograph, and every time I pulled his autograph, I was like, oh, I love his signature. Like, love that guy's signature. Rookie last year, and I'm blanking on his name. But he always took up like all the space on the card. He was a Titan, I think, wasn't he? K1 Taylor. Yeah. Thank you. Love that guy's signature. He's one of my favorite signatures that I've seen in recent years. It was really nice. But a lot of these guys are just not gonna spend that kind of time on their signatures, unfortunately. And of course, part of that, when they set them down to do this, it's not like I think they do them in little groups. You know, they'll get them to sign hundreds and hundreds of cards at once. So even if it starts out looking good, by the time they're finished, they're like, eh. You know, J will do. I'm not going to sign the rest of my name. So who can blame them, really? It's a lot of work to do all that in a short time. Jack Youngblood. I don't think I've seen Jack Youngblood on a card. I believe we pulled him on a helmet or a mini helmet or a jersey or something. I don't remember if I've seen him on a card recently with a signature. So I can't off the top of my head picture what his signature looks like for Jack Youngblood. But a lot of the older guys, that was just that. A lot of the older guys took more time with their signatures. Bradley Chubb for the Broncos. Nice hit, Broncos. Numbered to 399. Big 2-color swatch. Signature hit for the Broncos. Bradley Chubb, I believe, is going to be excellent. Jared Goff for the Rams. Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns to 399. Oh, we got a woohoo from Game Time Sports. There's a Zeke gold team. Daniel, you were asking if we've had any Falcon hits. I don't think we've had any Falcon autograph or relic. Numbered cards, that I couldn't tell you. That's to 225. There's lots of numbered stuff in here, Daniel, and most of it, like the stuff to, you know, $4.99, $9.99, $6.99, that kind of stuff, I haven't even been reading out the numbers on most of those. So I don't know if there's anything numbered for the Falcons, but there's not been any autograph or relic hits for them. But we do still have a ways to go, too. So we've still got 5 boxes and then a piece of this one as well. So we've got plenty of time left to go before we're finished up with this one. Or plenty of boxes, I should say, left to go. DJ Chark, $3.99. Jags. Gold Team, Tom Brady. There's a Certified Diamonds Adam Vinatieri insert. And Jack Ham for the Steelers. Immortals to 99. And I just sat down those cards, which I shouldn't have done, right on top of the ones that we had already looked at. So we'll go back through these because I accidentally sat the last 2 cards on top of the stack we had looked at. So there we looked at them all again just to avoid any sort of confusion. 250 Panini Rewards Point card replaced one of our hits. So it's going to sit right over there, and we'll be using random.org at the end of the break to award that. We got lots of certified, too. I bought a fair amount of certified this year, so we'll have, oh man, like 7 or 8 cases of it to open, something like that. So we'll have quite a few certified breaks along the way in the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, Immaculate Collegiate coming out Friday. We're going to break a couple of cases of that. And then I believe next week, don't we have Elements coming out? Is it Elements coming out next week? I think it is. Numbered to 99, Drew Brees. Of course, there's all kinds of products coming out next week for the National. They always like to release like 7,000 products, which makes it very hard if you're a breaker to go to the National because, yeah, all the stuff showing up, but I think I've decided I'm not going. I mean, it's within driving distance. It's a long driving distance, but I could drive it. It's almost like one of those that it's too close to justify flying, but it's too far to want to drive. So I'm probably not going to go. It's to 225. Just kind of the same way last year. Chicago was about the same, you know, take me 6 hours or so to get there. But I don't want to fly because it seems like a waste of money. But numbered to 99, the Buffalo Bills, Harrison Phillips. Yeah, Leaf Flash got pushed back. Leaf Flash got moved to like the 2nd or 3rd week of August. I don't have it in front of me, and I can't remember right off the top of my head the exact date. But it's somewhere in the neighborhood of mid-August. And Unparalleled, I don't remember the date on Unparalleled at all. Here's Kalen again. So if you've got the Dolphins, you're in pretty good shape right now. This is a 4-color patch numbered to $4.99, and it is your second for Kalen that is patch and auto combo on the freshman fabric insert. So the Dolphins are chugging right along. Yeah, Spectra and Absolute. The orders for Absolute, oh, I don't remember. I put those in several weeks ago. So that one will be out before Spectra because our Spectra orders were just solicited like last week or week before last, something like that. Although it was a pretty short order window too, shorter than normal. So that means they're probably going to release it relatively soon when they make the order window real short like that. It's /99 David Johnson and the Cardinals. I've got it all in a calendar. I just don't have it all committed to memory. Although, yeah, I think it's the Topps calendar I most recently printed out to answer a question for somebody. It wasn't the Panini. Ezekiel Elliott. We've already got the nice Zeke out of here with the autograph on it, but there's a relic for you as well, numbered to 199. Cowboys continuing to have some very nice pulls. Kerryon Johnson, 299 Lions. Charlie Joyner. Charlie is to 225. He's one that you see pretty often in autograph memorabilia, you know, helmets and stuff, mini helmets and things. Yeah, football season is always a lot of fun, but I look forward to Origins almost as much as I look forward to any of the others. I mean, of course I like Elite too, because to me that kind of is the start of the new trading card season. Even though we have products before Elite, Elite is the first one that shows them in their new NFL uniforms. So somehow in my head, that's always like the unofficial start of the landslide of products that we will get. But Origins is a nice addition. What is that, 2016, right? Wasn't that the first year for Origins, I think? Or was it 2015? It's 2016, I think. Because that's the first, yeah, because that's the first year that Topps had the license to do football up through 2015, and we still had their inception in football, so it would have been 2016 where Panini would have come in with Origins. But there are lots of well-established, long-established football brands that I look forward to opening every year. The standbys, the old faithful, if you will. That is numbered to 225, Josh Adams for the Eagles. For the Jets, Vinny Testaverde, wow. And Vinny is numbered to 25. Wow, that's one you don't really see too often on any trading cards, is Vinny Testaverde. Alshon Jeffrey for the Eagles. That is numbered to 99. Certified Gamers Relic. That is, I believe, to 499. And there's another gold team, Aaron Rodgers. Lots and lots of gold team Aaron Rodgers. 49ers hits. Anybody remember? I don't really think so. But I wouldn't 100% swear to that. But of course, at the end of the break, I will recap all of the signature and relic hits for you. Darius Geis and the Redskins with the new generation relic. I just managed to knock something over under the table. What is that? Hang on one second. Ay, there. It was some, like, stuff I use for packing, and I kicked it over by accident. It was flying around everywhere under there, bugging me. Hey, Josh Adams, certified potential for the Philadelphia Eagles. That is numbered to 75. There's another. These always stick together. Charlie Joyner, Immortals, and a gold team, Carson Wentz. Another J. Ajayi numbered. That's numbered to 499. I think we've pulled 499 of them. Not really, but we have seen it a few times. DeAndre Hopkins, 499. Certified seal of approval for Big Ben and my Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Samuels. Now, you guys know I'm kind of excited about Jalen Samuels a little bit. The forgotten Steelers rookie. And that is numbered to 499. Nicholas, that's a nice hit for you, my friend. You wait and see. I might be wrong, okay? I'm not going to say for sure that I'm correct. But I think Jalen Samuels is going to be a nice player for us. And I feel like that's an excellent hit for you. So, time will tell. But that's what I think anyway. Yeah, it was a really nice patch. Steelers are another one that a lot of times you don't manage to get the gold somehow. We get the white and the black quite often, but you don't get all three with the gold as well too often on Steelers patches, especially high-numbered ones like that. It's a super nice patch. I mean, relatively speaking, high-numbered ones. My point is there are other series where you can pull a patch that is much lower numbered and the patch is not as nice as that patch was. That's what I'm trying to convey very ineffectively, I might add. But that's what I was trying to say anyway. But I like that hit for you with Jalen Samuels. And goodness knows we're going to need the help, right? After all things considered. With the situation with Le'Veon. Well. Oh, let's just grab this one. It's right here on the top. It's going to be numbered. And I'm just going to grab it because it's numbered to 99. I saw it sitting there. It called to me. It said, hey, I'm numbered. Grab me now. So I did. Okay. Here we go. Rocky to 490, not to 499. See what habits do to you? That's to 225 on Immortals. I know, just got in the habit of all those Immortals being to 499, and that one came up and showed me differently. Numbered to 50, DJ Chark and the Jags. That's a really nice looking patch. Really nice. 4-color seams and everything. So if you've got the Jags, I like that hit. With DJ Chark. Jair Alexander to 499. Former Louisville Cardinal, teammate of Lamar Jackson's in college. Here comes a Falcon of some sort. Isaiah Oliver. And that is certified potential numbered to 50. So whoever came in calling for the Falcons a while ago, we have got you hooked up. I think that was Daniel, right? Daniel, there's a nice little hit for you. We got you headed in the right direction. Now we need to answer the call on the 49ers because we had somebody come in asking for them as well. Number to 99, an Immortal Jeremy Shockey. There's a Sony Michel Gold team. Whoops. There is Rock Thomas is to 9.99. Clutch Performance Christian McCaffrey to 199. We got the backwards set again. Oh, I do that every time, don't I? They like to stick together. They're not so good about separating. To 499, that is Sam Bradford as an Arizona Cardinal. The Houston Texans with Kiki, freshman fabric to 399. Relic and signature, nice 3-color patch. I don't know much about this kid, so I don't know what to expect from him because I'm not familiar with his game out of college. So I don't know if he's going to be what his expectation, what they are expecting him to do on the field is what I'm trying to say. There was a Josh Allen Gold team that went by as well. Yeah, a lot of the guys, well, I shouldn't say a lot. Some of these guys I see play more than others because I watch more SEC college football than anything else. So, of course, Alabama sends a lot of guys, and Georgia and many of our other SEC teams often have a lot of draftees. So those guys are the ones I'm most likely to have seen play a lot. And then from there, it kind of just depends on their team. Some collegiate teams I watch more than others. And honestly, I watch the NFL a whole lot more than I watch college football. I know a lot of people are the opposite. They watch a lot more collegiate and less NFL. But I watch some collegiate football, but not an extraordinary amount. I pick and choose. Whereas NFL, I'll pretty much take any game that's on. You know, like, you know, I'll watch any of them. Sam Darnold for the Jets, if that's going to be signed, and I believe it is. Yes, it is. Sam Darnold. And low numbered to 99, Jets. We had to wait for you, didn't we? Down here in the next to last box while you've been sweating it out for a bit. But that's a nice Sam Darnold. And numbered to only 99 to boot. That's a bonus for you. A nice low numbered one. And then we have Chad Thomas for the Browns. Chad Thomas is numbered to 75. Hey, Greg, did you have the Jets tonight? That Sam Darnold is yours? Because you said thanks, but sometimes I don't know. You know, it takes a minute to pop up, so sometimes I don't know which hit you're saying. If you meant Sam Darnold or the Browns or some other one, but if you have the Jets and that Sam Darnold is yours, it's a nice hit, man. And I know I fill out the spreadsheet, but you all also know I don't retain that very well. Baker Mayfield Gold team. Which is why, you know, I ship from invoices that I print out on eBay, not from memory or the spreadsheet. That's numbered to 99, Drew Brees. Because I see so many different usernames and team combinations and cards every single day between breaking and sorting and things. James Washington to 299 for the Steelers. Ah, that is you. You do have the Jets. Well, congrats. That's an excellent hit, my friend. Sometimes I'm able to remember who has what teams, and then sometimes people jump around on teams, and I don't do a good job associating who has what, but every once in a while, you'll have somebody that just bids on the one team. So pretty much, you know, if you see them, they're going to have XYZ team. But it's not always the case. Terrell Edmonds to 225. Insert for the Steelers. Terrell Edmonds finally signed his contract. I mean, like, could he have waited a little longer? Barely. I mean, what in the heck? Kerryon Johnson Lions, that is, I believe, the third Kerryon Johnson hit that we've come across tonight. Last box mojo. It's that time of night where we're closing in on the end of it. We've got to circle the wagons, so to speak. Try to pull out some fire. Oh, we're getting there. Let's just stop and look at these, then we'll open some more packs. I want to look and see what's here. I'll admit it. I don't want to wait. Nick Chubb for the Browns with a relic. Cam Newton, numbered to 99, Panthers. More Kid Reporter cards. Loads of them. Stephon Diggs, clutch performers. Yeah. That is numbered to 399 for the Vikings. Skol. Lamar Jackson, gold team. Ravens. Pat Mahomes to 499, Chiefs. What'd you say, Greg? You said through Big Bud up armrests to eBay. I am confused. You got to help me, Greg. I'm not sure what you're telling me. At the end. I don't know, Greg. You know what? My brain gets in like a one track of the cards sometimes. And sometimes you guys type something in and I know it should be so obvious, but my brain is stuck in the card break track and I can't quite decipher it. So you might have to help me with that one. Daniel, you said this is your 6th certified break tonight. Wow, you got Falcons and Chargers in all. And in this one, you just got the Falcons. Oh, you threw a big bid up. Oh, I got you. Oh, now I follow you. You're saying you put in a big bid right at the end for the Jets on eBay. I think I connected the dots on that, didn't I? Sorry about that. I told you my head gets in one track and I can't get it out. Marquez Valdez-Scantling for the Green Bay Packers, 349. Well, Daniel, you have been busy tonight. If you've been in 6 certified breaks already, you're cranking it out, bud. Bradley Chubb for gold team. Have you seen, since you've seen so many, have you yet seen a Tom Brady autograph come out live? Just curious how frequently or infrequently we might be finding him in certified, since we know he's not a redemption and he's actually in the product. That's to 225. Makes it a little more interesting. This J.J. Watt is to 25 on a certified seal of approval for the Texans. Jordan Lasley for the Ravens. That is numbered to 50. Meanwhile, the Ravens are like, hey, I wanted Lamar Jackson. I know. But they gave us Jordan Lasley. So you have seen one come out so far. So they're not going to be super, super rare then, I'm guessing. Do you happen to remember what it was numbered to by any chance? Just kind of curious. I'm sure there's lots of different ones numbered to lots of different things, as we have with most of our stuff in certified. But just curious if you happen to recall. All right, I'm stacking or sliding our massive stacks of hits over here. But before we recap, whoa, okay, those guys are wanting to slide around everywhere. We have this 250 Panini Rewards Point card that we need to give out, and that was part of the, I don't remember, one of the early boxes, but it, of course, replaced one of our hits. So I have got to use random.org to award it, and I covered up part of the laptop with all these little advertising cards that I've been throwing over there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Trying to uncover the laptop so that we can actually use it to accomplish this. So as you see, we're just here on the spreadsheet, and I'm going to go down through here and copy each of the teams from the spreadsheet. I'm going to bring you right along with me as we buzz back over here to the browser and head to random.org. Since we have 32 teams, I do not see any need to put everything in there and then hit random multiple times. So I'm just going to hit random once. So we'll scroll down through here. You can see that all of the teams are in fact in there as they should be. Now I'm going to hit randomize one time. Whoever comes out in the number 1 position takes that card. And it comes up as the Kansas City Chiefs. So Kansas City Chiefs taking home 250 Panini Rewards points. And we are now getting ready to recap all of this fun stuff. You know what? We may as well put this one in our recap too. Because we have so many numbered ones, I'm really not going to recap all the numbered ones. However, this gold team, Tom Brady, was numbered to 10. So no reason not to take another look at that one. And again, that's the one that had kind of the little weirdness right there on that upper edge. A little paper imperfection out of the box on it. Kansas City Chiefs, of course, the 250 rewards points that we just awarded using random. And the rest of these, we're not going to go back through the backs of them and all that kind of stuff. We're just passing through to give you a look if you missed anything earlier. So there, Packers, Kyle Lauletta for the Giants. This is pretty nice. This is Ezekiel Elliott to 10 for the Cowboys. And it came out shortly after we had pulled this nice Dak Prescott to 5. So the Cowboys had a couple of nice pulls. Kerryon Johnson, the Lions. Steve Grogan and the Patriots. There is Antonio Brown for the Steelers. And then we have DJ Chark for the Jags. This is, who is that? Doris Fountain and the Colts. Mason Rudolph and the Steelers. And Ravens, the Browns, the Falcons, the Steelers, the Eagles, Redskins, Lions, Bills, Browns, Cowboys, Packers, and Jags. Oh man, Jay Frank said you have had 15 straight breaks and you haven't hit your Barkley. Whoo, that is not fun. I am sorry about that, Jay Frank. That's not fun. I hope you've at least hit some Lauletta and other stuff in there that help you offset that a little. Cardinals, and then Jaleel Scott for the Ravens. Then we have the Cardinals again with Christian Kirk. Kareem Hunt, James Washington, Cowboys, who is that? Michael Gallup. Sam Darnold for the Jets. Tyler Lockett, the nice Darius Geis that we started off with tonight to 10. That is a really nice rookie roll call, low number for the Redskins. And then we have Vikings, Steelers, the Browns. This nice Sam Darnold to 99 for the Jets. Kiki for the Texans. Christian McCaffrey, Panthers. That is to 50, DJ Chark, and that's a really nice patch for the Jags. Packers, Lions, Eagles, Cowboys, Dolphins. Nice hit for the Broncos with the Bradley Chubb. Certified potential for the Giants with Lorenzo Carter. Another Dolphin and an Eagle gets us wrapped up tonight. So one final piece of business here, and that is that I will put the spreadsheet up one more time just in case someone jumped in partway through. If you did not catch it earlier, let's take a look at that one final time here. And of course, projected shipping dates. Always an estimate, guys, and if I can get something out to you sooner than what I'm projecting, you know that I will. And occasionally something will come up and things will go a day later than I intend or project them to go, and I try to avoid that, but sometimes it does happen. So right now I am projecting that our free shipping break tonight, which was the football jersey, will go out on Wednesday, a week from today. And on Monday is when I am projecting that cornerstones and certified will get out the door. And consolation cards, you don't have to worry about those for certified. There were so many cards in the certified break. Every team for sure pulled cards of some sort. If you're doing any consolation cards for cornerstones, if you got blanked in that break, your consolation cards will ship with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. If you were not the person who pulled the jersey in the football jersey break, since that's a free shipping break, those consolation cards are normally saved up and sent out with your next package. And I do track that for a rolling 90-day period. So typically that's how it would work if you are in one of those free breaks and you want that consolation card sent sooner. You don't want to wait for your next package to go out. Shoot me a message over on eBay. We'll get you squared away and taken care of. And last but not least, here's a look again at what we've got coming up in the days ahead. There are loads of memorabilia breaks. We're going to have half-case jersey breaks. We're going to have full-case game-used batting glove breaks. We're going to have full case of autographed baseball breaks later in the week. Mixed in with all of that, of course, we've got some gold standard football, lots more certified. Immaculate Collegiate Football, Inception Baseball, Cornerstones Basketball, Optic Baseball, Allen and Genter Baseball, more certified, more collegiate, Immaculate Collegiate. So we have got loads of stuff keeping us busy in the days ahead, and it should be a lot of fun. So hopefully I will see you again for some or all of that. And until the next time I see you, take care, and thanks for joining tonight. See you later now. Bye-bye.